Hey guys, Happysplasher here. Good evening. So right now we're going to continue with the world event. So let's hop right in. So currently we're on this quest here to defeat Madman. We'll hit the go, and looks like they do have a skill, so whenever an enemy appears, they will take some damage. The second atom? What kind of nonsense is this? Did Ghosta tell you, or is your memory coming back? To be honest, I would get rid of the first one too, but first I need to deal with the unnecessary entities. Now I'll show you who really is unnecessary on Pangea. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. And we will send a hero to attack on lane B here. So that was Madman. Okay, we'll head over to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have the next quest here. Activate Epic Obelisk in Place of Power 3 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the Place of Power. As you see, our Obelisk has now increased in rewards. We'll open up the Epic Obelisk 3 times. We're a little short on runes, but we'll see what we can do.
Epic!
Okay, so we will need to get some more. So what we'll do is we will head out of the world map. And then we will first go over to the League, because we do have some chests. And I'm only going to open this one because what we can do is get some more runes by going over to the Divine Arena and then doing some Divine Arena. Okay, so we can take a look at this building here. We'll deal a little bit of damage. The only heroes that we can really attack with are ranged heroes for now. Okay, and I guess I do want to clear out that hero over there.
Yeah.
Looks like some of these buildings will heal at the end, which is nice. Okay, we'll send this melee hero over here to give some protection. Okay, and at this point we're going to keep on summoning ranged heroes. So we'll summon this one here on D2. Okay, some more ranged hero over there. And we'll let the poison hit against this ranged hero. It's looking like a pretty easy battle, especially since we do have a lot of protection with these trees. Going to test out some of these skills here. Okay, we do have a silent skill, so that's nice. We can also give ourselves spikes, but that won't work because we have all of our lanes guarded by other heroes and buildings.
Whoa!
So as seen right now, making sure that we summon some ranged heroes so that we can keep on attacking. And once again, another ranged hero over here. And at this point, we should have lethal next turn. Okay, they did their damage skill. And another damage skill again. Okay, and we do have another ranged hero. Oh, looks like we'll need one more turn, as they did block a lot of damage on lane B. Okay, they're doing their summon here, which doesn't have any skills. I think they're still going to be in it here, because we can only deal that much damage on that lane. Okay, for sure we will have lethal for our next turn.
Whoa!
Okay, these two servants have a little bit of splash. And it clears out that hero though, so we'll just skip the turn. And there you go. So that was the Rajan Flame Cult. By getting a victory, we do get some runes. So we will do one more on the Flame Cult side. Okay, because of these trees, also giving some heal, also giving an attack boost here, and then also a death trigger, I'm going to actually clear out these trees.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We want to give a little bit of protection to our heroes, so we'll go with this melee hero with the extra attack. Then going to ignore that hero up here for now. As you can see, by destroying a building, we do deal some damage over to the Warlord. And at this point, we're a little low on health, so what we'll do is we'll do some damage skills. We'll do our summon, and we're dealing additional damage every time one of our heroes comes out in play, so do some more summons. Take advantage of that. This hero here does splash to all enemies, so we'll clear out that ranged hero. Deal some more damage that way. Clear out some more buildings. And at this point, we have a pretty good field. Okay, we'll also protect our ranged heroes again. Not too concerned about these melee heroes, especially since we do have a lot of other heroes on the board. I'm going to summon another one of these heroes that can deal damage whenever another one of our heroes come into play. And that way, even if they do attempt to block multiple lanes, we can still deal a lot of damage over to their field. Okay, we'll do another summon that deals damage to the entire field. And there you go. So that was Forest Protector. Okay, we have the other 100 runes that we need, so we'll head back to the roadmap. Then go back to the Place of Power and activate the third Epic Obelisk. And we got some bonus runes, which helps us out a lot. So we are now complete. We will head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, open 10 chests for victory over other players. Behind that, find 900 souls of epic heroes. On the bottom here, perform demigods, gods of war, or miracle summons 2 times. We'll start by doing this quest here. So open 10 chests for victories over other players. We'll hit the go, and this brings us over to our league. As mentioned, we did want to save these chests, so we'll open up a few here. And we are a little short, so we'll need to earn some by doing some league battles. Okay, a pretty strong opening with this high tinker over here. Going to start with our Yoster on the open lane B.
Whoa!
Okay, I'm going to go next with this Count Vlad, and then also follow up with this Grace on the 1 for some protection. Okay, we lost our Count Vlad because of the Shaolin Death Trigger.
Whoa!
Hopefully both of these heroes are still on the field for next turn. Okay, we'll go for our board wipe. Okay, and we do have 7 extra attacks on Grace, so we'll also follow it with the Discordia. And that should be enough for lethal here. Okay, so we'll keep hopping into battle. Okay, we'll start with the Masora over here on A3. Okay, they start with the spikes, which will deal damage to our warlord whenever they are attacked.
Whoa!
Go with the... Actually go with the Yoster over here on the 1 to give us a little bit of protection.
Whoa!
Okay, and then we'll go with the board wipe here, followed by the Discordia to give some extra attack. And we should have lethal even though we are taking a lot of damage here. Okay, as I remembered, these wind chests are not immediate, so we will have to do a couple more battles and then have the time to open these up. So yeah, we will see you guys later. This is Happysplasher, signing off. Okay guys, we are back with the world event, so yes, let us continue. So currently we are on this quest, open 10 chests for victory over other players. We did do those offline, so we are now complete with that, so we will now continue. Okay, we're going to skip the ad here. The next quest here is to find 900 souls of epic heroes. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. I'm going to close this out and actually go over to our mighty pass because it has reset, and we will have some epic chests here as well. So we will use those. And as you see, they do count for the quest. We can also, whoops, we're not going to buy this here. And we can also evolve heroes as well. I will go to show you by going over to the squad. And then we can just filter for any rare and then evolve some heroes. So let's see this one here. So for example, if we just do a simple evolve, it does count for those souls. But as mentioned, we will go back to the Mighty Pass and complete this by going over to grab another epic chest. So we are now complete. We will head back to the roadmap and continue. We are actually also going to skip this quest here because we will need these demigods, gods of war, or miracle summon scrolls at a later time. Okay, the next quest here is defeat Blockhead. And they do have a skill, so whenever an enemy dies, it will give an attack boost to a random ally. So tell me more about this Mjolnir. Who is he? You think I'll just tell everything to you? I'll have to make you talk. Okay, let's take a look at some of the buildings. And we'll attack on the open lane B here. He's a god. A god of what? Of everything. He created the first people and stuff like that. Stuff like that. Okay, so that was Blockhead. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, it looks like we have a quest already completed. Let's go check out these quests here. So on the top, Soulbind the event rares 5 times. Behind that, boost legendary heroes 4 times. On the bottom here, find 1400 souls of the event epics. We want to do as many of these quests as possible, so let's start with this one here. So Soulbind the event rares 5 times. We've actually done this quest before because we do have these heroes, so we will claim and continue. Okay, this next quest here, boost legendary heroes 4 times, we'll hit the go. This brings us over to our squad, and we can boost by clicking on any hero and then checking out the boost. It looks like we do have some dust available, so that's good. We only need to boost any 4 legendary heroes, so what we'll do is we'll filter for legendaries, and then we'll boost low-level heroes because, as you see, the cost here will be lower. So that is number 1. If we go to a level 17 here, you can see it's a little higher. So that is number 1. We'll look for a smaller one here. So let's go for this one here for number 2. Okay, let's do number 3 over here. And then any lower level one as mentioned for number 4. This one's level 15, looking around. Oh, level 12. Let's do that. Okay, I guess it's about the same price anyways. But we are now complete with that quest. So we will head back to the roadmap. And then before we continue, we will also do this quest here. So find 1400 souls of the event epics. We'll hit the go. This brings us over to the summon hall. I'm going to close out of that. and head over to the guild to activate a bonus that will allow us to lower the cost of evolve. And then I will head back to the squad and then filter for our heroes that are rare, the event rares, and then do some evolve. See here, let us evolve the Furies if we have any. We have plenty of them. So as you see here, an evolve does count for this quest, so we are now complete. To also do our requests here so that we can get some more souls for other things. And now we are complete, so we will claim both rewards and continue. Okay, this next quest here is defeat Hater. And they do have a skill, so whenever an ally appears, they will get pierced. When you get a glimmer of understanding on your face, it looks strange. Did Jolnir create me and Lilith? As well as the second Adam who was much better than you. I'd argue with you, but there's no accounting for taste. Let's just fight over it.
Whoa!
Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. And this hero here has some splash and pierce. Going to attack on the open lane A this time. And there we go. So that was Hater. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, spend 1700 copper coins. Behind that, we have Soulbind the event epics 5 times. On the bottom here, we have spend 7500 runes. I'm going to hold off on doing this quest because we do need the runes for later. So in this case, we'll do this quest here. So spend 1700 copper coins. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to our black market. We will need to spend 1700 copper coins, but we are short right now. So what we can do is buy some heroes and then use gems in order to fill up the difference. So in this case, we can take a look and see what we kind of need in our squad total. So 1, 2, yeah, I guess a little of these. I could get some of these as well. Yeah, we'll do that. So what we'll do is we'll spend 1000 here. As you'll see, it does count. We will have gems to spend. We'll get some coins. We'll spend some coins, and it does count for the quest. So we will keep spending over here. Purchase some Tengu, which is not bad to use. Okay, and then I'm going to purchase some Epic Baharan. And then finally finish it off with some Epic Vixen as well. So we are now complete with that quest. We did have to use a little bit of gems, which is almost a requirement for these world events. So keep in mind to collect some before you start. So we will continue. Okay, this next quest here, Soulbind the event epics 5 times. As mentioned with the other Soulbinds, we have these heroes already, so that is why we are good here. So we will continue. Okay, the next quest here is defeat Lunatic. And they do have a skill, so whenever any hero appears, they will deal damage to a random enemy. Don't worry, you and Lilith will be reunited soon. Not for long. That's right, someone always wants to kill the heart of Pangaea, but you will be the last person to threaten her. Lilith is not only the heart of Pangaea, but also the real heart, the heart of Adam, the real one. To find out which one of you is the real one, I will open a time rift, release the second Adam, and then kill Lilith in front of you. I have to go. I need to prepare everything for Adam's transition. What? No! Don't you dare touch Lilith! That's like the plot from Looper. Anyways, let's take a look at the buildings. And then we'll attack on the open lane D here. And there we go. With the building here, we have lethal damage. And that was Lunatic. So we'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have the next set of quests here. We have up top, collect resources in gold mine 3 times. Behind that, reborn the event epics 5 times. On the bottom here, spend 500 gems. Going to go save some gems if possible, but we'll take a look at these other quests here. So up top, collect resources in gold mine 3 times. We'll hit the go, and this brings us over to the gold mine. We will fight and collect some resources right now. And so we don't need to go through a whole 7 turns of this. As long as you do collect some gold, it will count, as shown here. So we have collected resources in gold mine 1 time. We will need to collect some more. So we are currently out of attempts, as you saw, because it does take roughly about an hour and a half to recharge from there. So I suppose we could actually just spend some gems. So yeah, let's go down here. So spend 500 gems, we'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. Let me take a look around and see what else we could spend it on. So let's head over to the black market first. And could actually get some Shaolin, that wouldn't be too bad. Let's see what else we could get here. Don't think you can actually reborn, or well, I guess you could reborn, but I don't think there's anything else you could actually spend it on. Could head over to the summon hall and see. Nope, we can't even spend it on a single demigod's summon. Okay, well, if that is the case, then what we'll do is we'll actually head over to the black market, and then we'll just buy the Shaolin. And as you see, we are now complete with that quest. So we will head back to the roadmap and continue. And we're actually going to skip those quests up top because unfortunately we did not do the top branch. Okay, the next quest here is to get 2 legendary heroes in summons or in chests. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to our league. We do have a couple of these legendary chests available. Let me check the Mighty Pass as well and see if we do have any legendary chests. And we do not. And we did not purchase the premium one because we are looking to keep this free to play if possible. So we'll head back to our league and then open up 2 of these chests. So we have this first one here.
Legendary.
Okay. And then we have the second one here as well. So we are now complete.
Legendary.
Also got some pretty useful heroes, so that's nice. And we also opened up some more slots so we can get some more chests. So we will now continue. Okay, we have the final quest of Chapter 2. So this is Defeat Fury. We'll hit the go. And they do have a skill. So at the start of the turn, we'll give an attack boost to allies for each wounded enemy. Or wounded ally, rather. Tell me where Jolnir went and where he holds Lilith. I ask you for the last time. You can't save her anyway. And I don't want to suffer Jolnir's wrath. You're afraid of him? He's been doing nothing but reading horoscopes and prophecies lately. I'd be afraid too if I were you. I'm only afraid that I will be disappointed fighting with you. Ooh, touche. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings here. And we do have an open lane A, so we'll attack there. And there we go. So that was Fury. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. And this is the biography / end card for Chapter 2. So Fury the Great Warrior. Fury has never been distinguished by outstanding intelligence. His mind is constantly overshadowed by the rage of battle. However, his blades are so sharp and movements so precise that no strategy or tricks will save his enemy. You can only defeat Fury by finding his vulnerable spot, but you will have just a fraction of seconds to do this. Maybe he's just really ticklish. Or an Achilles heel somewhere around here. So yeah, so we will collect our rewards and we will move on to Chapter 3. So Chapter 3, Throne of Pangaea. There is a mention of the second Adam in the legend of the creation of Pangaea. Many thought it referred to the return of Lord Protector, but now no one can be sure if the legend is correctly interpreted. Because of the prophecy involving the second Adam, which Jolnir is obsessed with, Lilith's life is in great danger. Okay, so here are the rewards for Chapter 3. We'll be able to get 1,000 copies of Jolnir, along with some Miracle Summons, or Miracle Souls rather, another badge here, and then also a gallery portrait. So yes, let us hop into Chapter 3. Okay, we have the next quest here is to defeat Avenger. We're currently out of attempts right now, so we'll need to wait. Then also here in the meantime, we can see that the final boss is also Jolnir. So that being the case, we will wait until we have more attempts, and we will see you guys later. This is Happysplasher, signing off.